Yo, what's up everybody? It's me and welcome back to another reaction video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Fabrice Mambo reveals on whether Jeremy Lynch, did he ever play or did he play for Arsenal or did he never play for Arsenal? So this was on the channel for the Happy Hour podcast. So we're going to look into it and we're going to see if we're going to shed some light on this, because honestly, people still talk about it. I want to see if this is actually true, but we're going to see if whether Jeremy Lynch, the famous meme guy, he also does footy content, did he actually play for Arsenal or did he not?
My listeners are very excited at this question. Did you play in the academy with somebody called Jeremy Lynch?
Jeremy, the YouTuber?
Yeah.
And that's just the first clip, like just to keep it interesting. He literally said, did you ever play in the academy with someone named Jeremy Lynch? And he literally just said the YouTuber. Hey, it's just the first bit.
You came into football through Arsenal's academy.
Yeah.
How young were you when you got into that?
So this is how I get into the Arsenal academy. I will tell this story. So, I never got scouted.
Oh.
Nah, I never got scouted. So you know how like you play in the Sunday League team. Somebody saw you say, "Oh, you've got talent."
No one's ever said that to me.
You can come in and come train with us, and we'll see what it's like. No. So in year 8, I become more fluent in English. So we had a guy from Sierra Leone came over to our school.
Mm-hmm.
He spoke French, but he was a very talented footballer. Very, very talented footballer. He sat next to me in the class. But what I did, I said to him, I didn't know that he was a footballer, so I helped him with his work and stuff like that. He said to me, "Fabrice, you help me with my work, one day I'll help you." I said, "No problem at all." So he started to open up to me. He said, "Oh, I play for Arsenal." I was like, "Do you?" I was like, "Yeah, I play for Arsenal." I said, "You help me, I'll go speak to my coach, and I'll tell them for you to come training with us, and we'll see from there." So every single time we have like a work, I'll do my work to A plus or A.
Yeah.
I'll do his work to B. So that way, he will like me more, and he will tell his coaches to help me to get. Also,
So you're writing his...
work, yeah. So it worked out that one day it was like, "Oh yeah, I spoke to the coach. You can come on train with us." So
this is just trying to say is that he was helping man with his homework and he's just saying like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put you on, my boy. I'm gonna put you on."
The transaction has landed into the account. The balance is up now. It's uptown.
Like, I'm gonna let you cook. I'm gonna let you cook.
Arsenal, the academy trained at Hale Lane in Walthamstow.
Yeah.
My parents also live in Walthamstow, so their training ground to my house, I say 20-minute walk.
Right.
So, it was a Tuesday. I went in there and I walked in there. I just literally walked in there and I was like, "Oh, my mate Rashid said to me, I can come and train you." They're like, "Who are you?" I said, "No, I'm Rashid's friend." But because Arsenal liked the kid so much, they were willing to do whatever he wanted to do.
Oh.
Yeah, they really because he was such a talented kid.
Yeah.
They're like, "Okay, don't worry, so we'll let you train." But I just thought they were going to let me train one time and it would never, that's it. So, trained, halfway through training, Rashid came in. I said to Rash, "Rash, I thought you told them that was coming in." He said, "Is it okay? Is it okay?" I said, "Yeah, it's okay today, but I don't think it'll be okay next week." So
Yeah.
they let me in. For some reason,
Like, that's actually a win man's, bro. Because honestly, I'm helping you out with your work and stuff, but I'm not getting any benefits. I think he was getting paid, but he was getting benefits, and honestly, he came to him saying like, "Yeah, bro, I'm gonna put you on at the Arsenal squad, and we're gonna see what you can do." And yeah, he actually put him on.
they liked me. They say, "We give you 6-week trial."
Fuck.
And 6 week, said to me, "You're not good enough for us, but we'll keep you. Then we'll see what happens." We had an internal game between ourselves and the older age group. I played so well. They're like, "We'll keep you in the squad." That's how I got in.
That's a class story.
Yeah.
That is a class story.
I'm now also thinking he actually has about 20 GCSEs because he did his work and Rashid's.
Yeah. What happened to Rashid? Did he go on to play
He
football?
never made it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you still speak to
He's
him?
my best mate.
To this day?
To this day, yeah.
That's mad.
That is a quality story.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So you were in the...
Because the most people from the Arsenal academy or from many academies that they've never actually passed the academy phase, because I think it's just like everyone. If everyone knows this, if you don't know this, but it's practically 99% don't actually go past into the first team. It's only the 1%.
You sound as though you're feeling the pressure.
I'm not feeling the pressure, no. You cannot put pressure on me. No chance. No chance.
So if you look at Arsenal, it's now Nwaneri and Lewis Kelly. Back then, I think a few years back, it was because of Emery, not Arteta. Emery brought in Saka and he also upgraded Smith Rowe. Before that, there was also Iwobi and Reece Nelson. Iwobi and Reece Nelson. You know, it just keeps on dating back that it's only a few years into the time that you can get upgraded to this first team. Because look at Man City is right now, it's Lewis Kelly. I mean, it's Rico Lewis. There's Phil Foden. There was Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer left because of game time. And then you have other people coming out the ranks that I'm not even sure if they'll come to the Man City team, but it depends. Because Man City actually just release good products and they go on to be big stars and they come back. But to be honest, just to say, it's 99% don't go. And you even see that they're best mates now, but you know, some people just forget about you after they help you out.
The Arsenal Academy between what years?
Age 14 to I left Arsenal when I was just turned 19 age of age.
Okay, so you were there.
Just like I said, look, he's been there since he was 14 and he left when he was 19. The club kept him there for 5 years. 5 years without even like bringing him into the first team. Maybe he trained with the first team, I don't know, but he was there until he was 19. And he was released at 19. He was there for 5 years, guys. You have to be careful.
You were there when Arsenal did the Invincible season.
Yeah.
So we've got a huge question for you here.
Okay.
Right. And I don't know whether you can confirm or deny this. When you were in the Arsenal Academy during and my listeners are very excited at this question now. Did you play in the academy with somebody called Jeremy Lynch?
Jeremy, the YouTuber?
Yeah.
Not sure. I don't think so.
Jeremy Lynch claims that he played in the Arsenal Academy.
What age?
During the Invincible season.
Is it?
And he said that Arsene Wenger claimed that he was the best on-the-ball player at the club. The whole club, including the first team.
I mean, everybody have a dream.
Okay, to be honest, if it's actually true, and he actually said Wenger called him that he was the best on-the-ball player and stuff, but bro, if it's actually a lie, how can you use my name? My name's your name. Someone's name is being used in vain.
Human aspiration, but I don't think Arsenal. Because if Arsenal says that, you're staying in the club.
Apparently, the full thing is that he's the best.
Because the thing is that he said Wenger called him the best on-the-ball player, but why didn't Wenger upgrade you to the first team? Because honestly, I think Wenger wanted to upgrade Saka and them to the first team, but he left. He left at the point of time when he knew that he's gonna get sacked. He was gonna get sacked because we had a bad run of form games during that time before Wenger left. But what I can say is that if Wenger called you the best on-the-ball player and says that you're best and practically the best of all the squad that was there during the Invincible season, or I don't know which season they're referring to here, but if Wenger called you that, you're gonna be a legend at the club. You're gonna be a Fabregas, but I'm not too sure.
On the ball at the whole club, but the worst off the ball. So when he's not near the ball, he has no idea
Are you
what he's
putting
doing.
my leg here? Yeah,
I swear to God, right? He gets memed a lot online, right? So he's a very polarizing character. Some people love him, some people hate him.
Yeah.
And,
I like him. I think he's a nice guy.
Yeah, that's fair enough. He claims, he literally says that when he was in the academy during the Invincible season, Wenger said he was the best on-the-ball player at the club, including the first team.
I want to know who was his teammate.
Yeah, we need to know.
That's who I want to know. Who was his teammate?
We need to know. We need to know.
Oh, is it a picture of team squad in the beginning of the season that you usually take? And if he has it, he'll be on it.
Yeah, and that's never come out because a lot of people debate the authenticity of this. As a teenager, Lynch played in Arsenal's academy, but was later released by the club after being rejected.
But it doesn't say what years.
It doesn't say yeah.
He was also widely ridiculed for going on record to say he was the best on the ball player as a 15-year-old kid. Right, as a 15-year-old kid, so you can do the maths, Stevie.
So what year was that?
Fabrice said that he was there from 14 to 19. So if Jeremy is saying he was there when he was 15, I don't know if these guys were the same age at the time. I don't know because sometimes I can't tell if a nigga is old or young, but sometimes a nigga is young by looking old. But honestly, what I can say is that if you're the best on the ball player, honestly, what you just heard from the thing is that at least you should have had a first team photo or like your team photo. Or you should have had like backup, like who are your teammates during the time who can say that Jeremy Lynch was here but he was rejected by the team because he wasn't best off the ball, but he was best on the ball, and he was also recommended by Wenger that he's best on the ball. Nah, I wasn't thinking.
Fabrice can do the maths.
Yeah, true.
How old is he?
How old?
When was he born?
He's 34.
So 15. That's what.
Oh yeah, so he's a year older than you.
Yeah.
So when you were
No,
you were
wait.
14, he was 15.
He's there. The year below above me, he went in there.
No?
Now, and I know every single body in that year above me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know everybody in that year above me. So you're telling me he's played with Cesc Fabregas then? Because Fabregas, he was a year above me. So that's the squad.
Can I get up?
Matter of fact,
Yeah, somebody lied.
It was fake. I knew it.
I knew it, bro. Because honestly, the thing is that he's literally just giving us a glimpse that the year above him was Cesc Fabregas. That's why I said that if he was good like that, then he was supposed to come out like Cesc Fabregas, who came out of the scene. He was blowing up. My man went to Chelsea. He was at Arsenal, but didn't win much trophies. Went to Chelsea, won those trophies. Went to Barca, won a treble. I think it was in the year of the treble. I'm not too sure, but I'm sure on that one. But they've just given us a glimpse that he was in the same class as Fabregas. So meaning that you can't tell me that you're best on the ball, but you're failing against Fabregas. Okay.
Hi.
okay.
He's come with receipts.
Hold on a second. What a fact. He can't lie. Like, I don't think he lied.
I'll show you the clip.
Where is it? Ah.
What? Is he in there?
That's the year, my year and the year above me. So you tell me where's Jeremy in there.
Okay, so I'm looking at the picture now that Fab's shown me.
Yeah, let's see here. Because this is Cesc Fabregas. The guy even looks like he has a mullet, but that's like a huge set of hair. And I can't see much of any black kids in here, bro. And he's saying that he was 15 at the time, a year above him. Jeremy Lynch is a bit of a light skin. I don't think that's him though, but there are a few black kids, bro. They're all whites, bro. If you look at the all blacks, that's not Jeremy Lynch. If you look at the brown skins, I think that's a brown skin. Yeah, bro. I don't think it was this Jeremy maybe in the middle here, next to the goalkeeper, under the goalkeeper, maybe. But a bald head, nah.
Is that Senderos in there?
No.
No. Okay. Oh yeah.
So is Fabregas in that picture?
No, Cesc trained with us one time.
Fabregas is in the picture.
Is he in there?
That's in there, right?
No.
That's
Cesc trained with us one time.
Are you? Is that not Fabregas?
That's
There?
Fabregas.
It does look like him.
Is that?
Bro, that's just Fabregas.
That looks like Fab.
No.
Fabregas.
No.
Is it not?
Oh yes, it's Cesc.
It is.
Yes, Cesc. Yeah. So there's Cesc, there's Nicholas Bentner.
Nicholas Bentner. I didn't even see him there.
Jeremy Lynch is not in there, is he?
I just showed you.
Yeah. I'm gonna look again.
You tell me if he's in there. And this is
So if you're saying that because even him is saying that Fabregas only trained with us once, meaning Fabregas was upgraded, bro. But what I'm trying to say is that, what I can say about this is that the people that can vouch for Jeremy is either Cesc Fabregas or Nicholas Bentner. But I haven't seen the relationship there.
the digger.
No. Of course not. Of course not. We'll do that. You don't have to do that, Fab. Yeah. Have a look.
You look for yourself.
Do you want to find the video of what he says?
Yeah. Fab's not having a dig at Jeremy here. We're just trying to find this out because we've discussed this a while on the podcast and right. So this is what he said, Fab. This is the clip.
For me,
I'm not a professional because I was at Arsenal. I was on my way to being a professional. Got released because they said, on the ball, you're the best at the whole club, including the first team. I was only 15 at the time. Best. But they said off the ball.
You know that video makes me think that he was waffling now. I think he was waffling it, bro. But even his friend was vouching for him. But still, even if your friend was vouching for him, maybe his friend was just like, yeah, I'm going to say this, but you need to vouch for me. But I think he was waffling.
Taking his headphones off.
No.
You're not having that, Fab?
No. Come on.
All right, let's move on. Jeremy, I think you need to respond to that, my friend. Because
I'd love to just to name me who was his coach or just some type of something.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love Fabrice.
No, seriously, like.
So yeah, that's practically the video that Jeremy Lynch says he was at the Arsenal Academy below Fabrice, in which he's saying that he was in the same year as Cesc Fabregas and Nicolas Bentner. I don't know the rest of the Arsenal youth. I can't really follow the Arsenal youth from back then because I only started watching football just recently. But I think what he should have done is that he should have at least backed up his information by saying that you can ask my coach, you can ask my friends, you can ask my year mates like Cesc Fabregas. Like, at least give us an information that you were there at the club, because you're just saying that I was there at the club, then I got rejected. They said that I was best on the ball, but I was not the best off the ball. You know, he's even doing the thing for hands, bro. Like, are you waffling or are you telling the truth, or are you just trying to add more intelligence to it? So honestly, what I can say about Jeremy Lynch being an Arsenal player is that, my brother, you need to come up with receipts. We need to at least see a team photo, or at least we need to see like who else was in that year who can say that, yeah, Jeremy was with us, but not for a very long time. Because even Fabrice said that Cesc Fabregas only teamed with them for, he was only with them for, I think he said once or like for a while, but yeah, he was only trained with them once, and then he was already going to the first team, and my brother already played at the Champions League, and he was getting known to the world that we have Cesc Fabregas. Nice. But yeah. This is what I can say, is that there's digital footprint, guys, so you need to be careful when you're saying this information, saying that I did this, I was once in this. You know, people can find those receipts. Like the thing for like the Drake thing, the Drake and Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin was clowning Drake at BBOGs and stuff, but then people found his Twitter receipts that, hey, if she's 15, it's fine with me. If there were so many receipts, I could show them. But yeah, there were receipts that Drizzy was not the only predator that he was referring to. He's referring to himself.
You could use that against him.
He was basically referring to himself. But all I'm saying that, yeah, this would have made a wild downfall for Jeremy Lynch, but he still makes memes. I don't know, but he's off the radar. I haven't been seeing him on my FYP as much because people still bring this up that, bro, you practically lied in a video and said, like, truthfully that I played in the Arsenal squad and got ejected. Maybe you trained outside the squad, or maybe you're saying that you went for the trials. I'd like to know, because Fabrice was there from 14 to 19, and honestly, you can say that maybe, yeah, I went for trials there, but I wasn't picked. But here I can tell that you were not even seen, because I don't know if Fabrice can keep in contact with some of his classmates, and that's like, bro, was he actually there? Like, hey, I'm not too sure, but hey, Jeremy Lynch, please come up with the receipts, my brother. Yeah, this is big. But honestly, we counted our video for today, and wow. Alright, so you can do our video for today, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to J-SODATV on entertainment, sports, and drama. And what I can say is that if you're best on the ball and you're not the best off the ball, yeah, Yeah, there are many things to that, which I'm thinking about the in-betweeners. I think it was a joke, but he took it serious.
Show the real you, bro. Show the real you.
But hey, I'm gonna leave it at that. So without further ado, we come to our video for today.
How do you think you can make this entertainment and not sport?
Just watch me.
Okay.